All right. All right. All right. All right. Looks good. All right. We are going live. Somebody watching now. First time we have people watching.
Bro,
Ah.
the fifth time you're kicking over
I'm
this.
sorry.
Gonna put it in a bad position.
Well,
Like right.
I think we made it a smaller table, but it's all good. Come, take a seat. All right. Let's do this. Time for podcasting time and Instagram lives. How you doing today?
I'm good. Very good.
Good, man. Good. I wanted to all I wanted to talk about today was making good connections with people and really like how that's life changing. Because it sounds funny, but really all business, all health, everything that we do is comes down to some form of connection with others in some way, shape, or form. Like no human can be so alone that they have no connection. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was just like types of connections you make to advance yourself in life and to find good people. So like I'd love to ask you, like, so what's your philosophy behind it? What do you do? How do you connect with people? Those type of things.
Well, I kind of connect with everyone. Like I try to talk to everyone, but it's just work is not allowing that sometimes.
So are you saying that like do you feel like just like in general you have a hard time connecting people because of the work or
Just the amount of time available to go to parties or go to networking events. It's just hard because after work you're just drained.
yeah.
You just want to go home and sleep,
Yeah.
or rest, or do something else other than work.
This is spoken like a true introvert.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, like some people get like energized when they go out and connect with people. Like so like at the end of the day, they're like, I need to go see people.
But sometimes what I feel like is like, I think, should I spend that energy connecting at that time or with that like that bunch of people?
Yeah, I mean, so okay. I know that you've made some pretty cool connections in times past with a lot of
Yes,
people.
yeah.
So like and in your space you're actually quite well known. So like, I knew of you before you knew that I knew of you.
Yeah.
Because people were talking about you and I'm like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And then finally, we connected essentially. So what would you say to that? Because that's kind of a testament of you connecting.
Well, I definitely connected much more back in the day, like much more. In Diamond Rally,
Right.
so I went to all those events, every single one of them.
Well, I don't think people know what Diamond Rally is. So what's
It's like a bunch of supercar owners in Vancouver, and we meet up, and then we go to Whistler. We used to go to Whistler before going to Victoria. Only went to Victoria once, but back then I networked way more because back then I wanted to know more people. And I don't know if you know my story, but I got that 570 McLaren 570 just to network with people in that area. So my story was like, I used up all my cash back then just to lease McLaren 570 from McLaren. And I had 1 year because it's a prepaid 1 year lease. If I made it, I made it. If I don't, I just return the car. That's it, right?
Yeah.
And I was lucky because I got into that group of people and met a lot of people that were in the industry. And it started from that. So networking was very important. It's just that once you get more stuff on your plate, you kind of decide who you want to network with.
Yeah.
Instead of just going out and meeting everyone, right?
Right. Well, so what would you say to somebody? I mean, because that's a pretty inspiring story. Go put all your money on a lease.
Yeah. Yeah. People saying crazy.
I would say, I don't know if I'd say crazy, but they're very bold. Yeah. But like I love supercars, as you know. Yeah. I love cars. And my favorite car is Audi R8.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that'll change very much because it has some meaning to me.
Yeah.
But on your end, the the idea behind going out networking, really starting off your career, and now you're being more selective, like, isn't that like a good product of the fact that that's where you are today to some degree? Or
Yeah, I could say so.
yeah,
I just see my time as more important now
yeah,
than before.
yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah. So I would say I'm an introvert, like a selective introvert.
Selective introvert.
Yeah.
I'm down. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm pretty picky. If you ever try to give me a phone call, you'll know that you won't pick. I won't
Dude,
pick
you
up.
never pick up
I don't
your
ever
calls.
pick.
Never.
Never pick up.
It's easier to contact you by WhatsApp phone call.
Yeah,
because I bet because like your laptop's ringing, that's why you know.
that's correct.
Yes.
Yeah, don't tell everybody how to do this. But anyways, that's true, 100%. So if you but that's one of the things I did is I started to put up barriers, and I think I understand. The more that I got to know people, the more I got to work, the more I had to put up barriers because I knew that my time was valuable.
Yes, there's so many time wasters in this city. Not this city, any city.
Yeah,
Tons.
just in life.
Yeah.
So I think it's so one of the things I'm finding with this conversation is the quality of connections.
Yes, very important.
Quality of connections. So tell me about that.
Quality?
Yeah.
There's just some people that like you get to know them. They promise you the world or promise you so much things, but then they're just talkers, right?
Mm.
And you just spend so much time and waste time with hanging out with these people, and then you end up looking back and you're like,
what did I do?
Yeah, nothing.
I got nothing to show.
Yeah, I just went out, like drove so many hours up and down, and then ended up with, I can't help you there. Bye.
So, you know what's funny? Because I've met talkers, and I've built things for talkers, and talkers are the ones who will stab you in the back.
Anytime.
Do you get,
or the first moment.
Right? So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
You have to be careful anywhere, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So what's your experience with like connecting with the wrong people? I mean, you got talkers. What else do you find in there?
I have experience with people that want me to help them do something, and I helped them, but it backfired on me because it ended up not to their expectation of what it was.
But you helped them.
But I helped them. I'm still helping them.
Okay, like, go on.
There's many help.
Yeah,
there is, right? But you get backfired, and people start asking you. They ask you, why is it like this? Like, why didn't it complete early?
Right.
Why did it take so long? But you explain to them that I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
It just takes some time with logistics ways, right?
Right.
But it's the same amount of people. It's the same people that demand everything.
Right.
And they don't know how hard it is to get it done for you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, and I understand that because I've seen clients like that.
Yeah.
I've seen clients like that where I'm shocked at where they are sometimes because I'm like, have you not built something? Like, it just doesn't happen overnight. And I get it. Some of the people who they were able to persuade other people to do the thing that they didn't think was possible to get to them to where they are today. But I'm like, yo, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. Like, I know how this works.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm to some degree I can see that there's a flip side. There's possibly some positive side to their delusion in the way that they do things. But it's just I recognize too that you have to have the right people in your corner that will work with 100%. You, right? 100%. Because I'm sure there's somebody who could work with those people, but I'm just probably not that person. Right. And so I think that's really important because connection is pretty powerful. It is. Yeah.
Like a good story is like I actually recently reconnected with people that I haven't talked to in that time frame when I was really actively.
So what what got you to connect with them? Like what
just looking back on it, like the missed opportunities I could have had with them. Like it's just like small things that went sideways in business.
Yeah.
Probably not even with that person. Probably it's affiliated with that person.
Yeah.
And everyone in the city kind of know that like we were on bad terms or not even talking, right?
Yeah.
But we look back on it, and then one of our like mutual friends like try to talk it out with us and said, like, you guys are just wasting time because you guys could have done so much together.
Right.
And then looking back on it, it's like, yeah, we wasted so much time.
Yeah.
On this stupid thing.
Stupid squabbles.
Yeah. So then we connected, talked about everything, and then here we are.
Yeah.
Looking back, we just missed a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
Because we could have done so much together.
You know, it's funny because there's a kind of a proverb, but it's like two cord is stronger than one, and three is unbreakable. And three really strong people together is hard to find, but two strong people together, that makes a big difference. Big difference. It's just it's harder to break two people. It's just the challenge is that they don't break each other.
Yes.
Right? I've been through partners. I've had some really awesome partners. I've had some good mentors. Actually, one called me about 3 days ago. His name was Paul Baker.
Okay.
And love this dude. Man, he would call me out if I wouldn't pick up my phone and make phone calls. Like it was like back in the day.
Yeah.
And I remember being in a car wash, and he calls me and he's and I'm like, I'm down because I'm not making any sales. And he's like, "What's going on, man?" And I just tell him what's going on. He's like, "John, let me tell you something. There's two types of people in this world. There's those who have a wishbone and those who have a backbone." He's like, "And you need a backbone." And I'll never forget that because I was so offended that he wasn't like taking my feelings into consideration. But I was also like, yeah, he's right. Like, and he was somebody who was mentored, and I was working in his business, like, and it was like a contractor, so I'm technically partnered up with him in some way, shape, or form. So his success was my success. And so, and I love that relationship. I think he's an awesome dude. He's just a great person. I'm gonna try and meet him on the weekend. But then there's people who I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars for and who wouldn't pay me. And you just like, why? And so you just take a look at the dynamic of the challenges, and some people we can overcome. I feel like we can overcome the challenges that are in front of us, and there's some people who just don't see you as valuable. Yeah. Sure. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. I just wanted to put it out there. I think that's basically everything for today. Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
More of this to come.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Do it. The quality is actually pretty good, man. The quality is pretty good, but we need to have that 3-cam.
Okay.
And somehow, do we actually show this? Do we need to show this?
Well,
it shows a lot of leg.
What do you mean?
Like on the video, it shows a lot of leg.
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to probably get it set up here.
Yeah.
Which would make way more sense.